What do you remember of Father Donald McDonnell?
What do I remember about Father McDonnell was a great man. He will go way out of his way to help people. He would take food. I remember helping load up these sacks of beans, sacks of sugar, sacks of merchandise that you use for on the homes, to people they needed help. And I remember he had an old station wagon, and I remember riding with him one night, and I noticed the gauge, the oil pressure. It's oil pressure in this wagon. And he says, I asked Father McDonald, you notice that oil pressure, this wagon runs with love. It doesn't need oil. And we just kept on going. That was, but he like I said, he would go out of his way to help people. And the sad part about it, there was people that robbed the church. Where you put the donations? They stole the boxes where people drop your donations.
Mm-hmm.
That was not right. But somebody had to do it, and they did it.
Did you think of Father McDonnell as a young man or a middle-aged man, or was he an old?
Middle age, yes. Mm-hmm. I remember that. Well, this later I came out about the movement of the organizing the labor, the farmers. Father McDonnell belonged to to the church organization. There was a group of fathers. They were I think the Jesuits. They're dedicated to create or do something to help people, but in a certain different way. And they decide to get together and went to the valley of down south to help organize the farm workers over there. And what happens is the people that own the farmers, they found out that the priests are over here organizing these workers. And well, the farmers, the owners, they got together and they went to the office, the church office. They said, you have these people organizing, these priests organizing the farm workers. We don't want that. If you want us to donate money to the church, you get rid of these priests, get them out of here, otherwise forget the donations. So what happens? The farmers won. I mean, the owners of these farms, they won the battle, and they got rid of the priests. They continued the same system, the old system they had.
Where was Guadalupe Church located when you first were around
the east side, San Antonio, I think it was San Antonio Street. San Antonio, and pretty close to Jackson. But then later on, years later, they moved it to where it is right now. But it was a small place, But he used to whistle in the mornings to call people to church. Something like that. But just to make noise, tell people it's time to go to church on Sunday.
Oh, did he whistle with a microphone?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. And what was his personality like? Was he serious, quiet?
It was in between, but he was very sociable, He was he makes you comfortable to talk to him. That was a nice thing about it, Although he was a great person, but his dedication was very good to help people. You would see him in the middle of the night with loading things, donations of rice or sugar or beans or whatever food that people needed, and he would take them to their homes. So he was doing a great job. He organized a pretty good group on Guadalupe Church Parish, So that was great.
What are some of the memories you had? Like, what did it look like when you had a meeting of the CSO?
Well, it was nice to see the variation of people. There were men, there were women interested in participating, and sometimes, like I say, we set up fundraisers. For instance, the ladies, okay, let's get together and make tamales and sell the tamales, and the men would take care of the distributing the orders, take the tamales to the homes of people. So these people didn't have to come to the office to get the tamales, We used to take them to their homes. And that was one fundraiser, Okay, it's time to set up a dance. Okay, we'll have to find a place to set up the dance, blah, blah, blah. But there was participating, people were willing to help. How can we help? I remember we came up with a crazy idea of set up a store, second-hand store. People donate shoes or, clothes and so forth, But it didn't work. But the idea was participation. That was great. People were not afraid to participate because they see the results. And we came, for instance, on the neighborhood improvements. People that live in these streets in San Jose. There was no pavement on the streets. There was no sidewalks. There were no lights on the posts, on the street. Things like that. But nobody would do anything about it until it was necessary to CSO to go to the ward supervisors. Where's the representative from this district? We need him over here. Look, this is your district. This has to be removed. This is no good. So he paid attention. He paid attention to us, and it was necessary but it was necessary to convince the people that live in that district that they needed improvement, and what was necessary to make that improvement, For instance, it was a cost. It's a cost involved on putting pavement and putting sidewalks. I remember one lady after we finished that project, one lady, she said, "Oh, I want to thank you." She said, there was times that I couldn't open my window because the dust. They were going to my house, and I couldn't even open the window because of so much dust on this street. Cars, they go, of course, nobody can slow down, You create a lot of these problems. At the end of the street, there was a big pipe, a drainage pipe. They collect the water from San Antonio Street. It was draining there. But the kids were playing there. And things like that. Well, it was corrected. A lot of people, the homes, the value improved, went up. But also we found people that they were against the idea. Unfortunately, I remember there was one person who didn't like the idea because I own 5 lots on this street. And it's going to cost me 5 times more than the other guy. It only costs one cost. So he had the nerve to sue me. He's going to take me to court.
Oh, you personally?
Yeah. They'll take me to court because they're going to prove he's home, But of course, I think the case was thrown out of jail. Out of court, But it's things like that you find. People that were gratitude. The gratitude was great, for the improvement.
How old were you when you first got involved with the CSO, and what kind of work did you do?
I used to work, well, I worked for a General Electric company here in San Jose. It was a new company. It came to San Jose in 46, I think it was. First time GE showed up in San Jose. I started working for them in 1947. And I know I put a few years with them.
What did you do?
I was a machinist.
Where did you learn that trade?
Part was learned at the Technical Institute in Mexico. And over here I attend night classes at City College. San Jose State, actually. They had a program at that time.
¿Tiene usted recuerdos de César Chávez y qué tipo de persona era él en ese tiempo?
Pues yo conocí a César Chávez, lo conocí, era un muchacho humilde. Yo creo que lo humilde no se le quitó, pero César Chávez era una persona que tomó un poquito de tiempo para reconocer que era necesario establecer un CSO aquí en este condado. Y su dedicación pues fue sincera, pero fue necesario también envolver a su familia, porque no fue solamente parte de él. Su familia también participó mucho con la organización del CSO. Eso fue la experiencia que yo tuve con César Chávez.
¿Quién fueron unos de sus familiares?
Sus familiares, por ejemplo, su esposa, porque tenía varios hijos, la familia, y alguien tenía que cuidar a los niños, ¿no? Pero la esposa hizo muy buen trabajo, mientras César estaba trabajando con los otros. Y sus hermanos también participaron mucho con el CSO, pero como fue una cosa nueva, pues muchas veces para agarrar la idea o para tener el interés de participar, pues toca agarra un poquito de tiempo. Pero César Chávez hizo buen trabajo en convencerlos.
What were the names of some of his relatives besides his wife? You said his wife and his brothers?
Yeah, his wife and brothers.
You remember any of the names?
His parents too were helping too. But the names, I'm sorry.
Oh, his parents were still around at that time?
At that time, yes, father and mother.
Oh. I notice you have a picture over there of Cesar Chavez. Can you show it to us?
Oh, yes. Well, it's a picture we took. We took in Fresno. CSO had a convention in Fresno, and quite a few chapters showed up to that convention. And you can see there in that picture, it's, well, me, my wife, Chavez, and his wife.